I make another video, I felt the need to discuss my hair. As you can tell, it is way darker than than my last video. So basically, a year ago, I decided to go silver. We double bleached my hair at the salon, did mid-shafts to ends, and then we did my roots and just pulled some of the color through. And that was the thing. My hair was really light at the bottom. I wanted to lighten more parts of the bottom, but whatever, I let it go. And so I had gotten a shadow root, and roots are kind of in right now, so I didn't really do anything to my hair. I let my roots grow out for about a year, and then I was like, okay, I need to get my roots done. I need to get my hair touched up. My mom got married this weekend, so I was waiting. Hold on, I'm trying to get comfortable. So once she basically told me she was getting married, it was kind of short notice, but not really, a couple months. I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait then and do my hair right before the wedding, because I knew it was gonna be a long way. And this is what I'm stuck with. So my roots were probably grown out to about here. I will insert pictures of what the back of my hair looked like. I did notice that, okay, so I don't know where, let me preface this by saying that I'm not a hairdresser. I don't really know much about hair. But for the past year, I had just been toning my own hair to kind of keep it gray, and it was working. I put purple in it once or twice, but that just faded out so fast that I was just like, okay, whatever. I just want gray hair, and then that's my life. I had noticed that in the back it was starting, like I noticed only recently that it felt thinner in the back, and then it was starting to get, like, it was actually shorter, the hair was shorter in the back of my head. So I was like, well, that's a concern, but she's gonna cut it anyways, so it's whatever. My hair was a lot longer than this when I went to get my hair done. So we bleached the roots. We went in there and she was like, your roots are a hot fucking mess. And I was like, I'm aware. So we bleached the roots, and then she was like, what else do you want to do? And I was like, I just want to lighten the ends. Like, I had scheduled myself for partial highlights just to kind of cover the more brown parts in the bottom so that I could actually have gray hair. So she did my roots and then was like, okay, I don't want to do anything else to the bottom of your hair because it's too damaged, which personally I don't understand, because I had double bleached it that twice, but I hadn't touched it since then. Like, I haven't colored it myself since then. So I'm not sure if it's just that my hair isn't resilient enough, or it could be because I didn't take care of my hair for that year. Like, I didn't get regular cuts. I hadn't cut my hair since then. I didn't go in to get my roots touched up. So she was like, because you have so much roots, it's like, and I can't bring the color down because she's like, the bottom's too damaged and I don't want to have to give you like a blunt cut, which like I appreciate, I guess, because like I didn't want a bob. I kind of ended up with really short hair, and it's actually shorter in the back, which I'll show you after. But so she had originally put on, she's like, we're just gonna put on a dark gray over the roots and then move on with our lives. I don't want to touch your hair again. If you come back, she said, come back in like 3 to 4 months to get your hair cut like a normal human and your roots touched up, and then we can kind of work on getting you to silver. And I literally was like, am I ever gonna get to silver? And she was like, yes, but you need to like come regularly. So I was like, okay. So then she put on the lighter gray, or like the medium toned gray, but it wasn't blending very well, because what happened was the bottom of my hair had basically become kind of, I don't want to say it was a murky color, but like it wasn't as bright as it could have been, because I had dyed it silver and blue a few times and purple, and like there was just some residual color. But she originally had wanted to do a bleach bath on the bottom of my hair, which is mixing bleach and conditioner in it and only leaving it on for a little while. But then even that she was concerned about. So then after we had done the light gray, because I had let my roots go out so long, they were like to here, it wasn't blending with the rest of my hair very well. You had like that strip of blonde hair, which is basically where my white blonde kind of had overlapped my last droop job, I guess. So she went and put a darker blonde on. She told me she mixed a dark ash blonde with black to make it like a gray ash blonde. I'll insert pictures of what it looked like, but it's really hard. It was really hard for me to get a good photograph of what the actual color looks like. This is after me washing it once. I did an Olaplex 3 treatment, so I shampooed it with Pravana purple shampoo. I did the Olaplex treatment and left it in for an hour and a half, because I was like, now I'm like terrified that my hair's gonna fall out and I'm gonna have a panic attack. Because we did have to cut up a lot of the ends because they were really dead, and the fact that it was like getting shorter in the back was making me paranoid. So I did an Olaplex treatment, and then I washed it with Clairol Shimmer Lights. And honestly, I'm looking in my mirror over here, I just feel like my hair is now brown. It's just an ash brown color, and my problem is I feel like we can see exactly If you can see on the sides here, you can, I'm gonna crank up the lights. So hopefully, I'm not sure if that'll help or hinder. I can see exactly where the color fades from blonde to my other color. And my problem with that is like, who wants lighter roots? Hold on, maybe like turning it down will help you guys. Like right now, my roots are lighter than the rest of my hair and I don't know what to do with my life. Like, I'm kind of just like, I went in to get my hair lighter and it ended up darker and I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. I don't know how to save this. I'm gonna message my hairdresser and ask her what to do with my roots because like I had decided I don't want a shadow root because I was like, my original plan was to lighten it all. And then I wouldn't want a shadow root, so when my roots did grow in, it would just kind of blend itself. But now I feel like my roots are so much lighter than the rest of my hair. Like, it's just weird. And they're still kind of ashy, but I feel like once they, like one more wash and they're gonna be brassy. There's also some parts that are like lighter than others. I don't fucking know. So I'm having a dilemma. I want to cut all of my, I want to just shave my head and move on with my fucking life. Part of me is like, wow, I have a trip in April, which is the other reason I waited this long to do my hair. I was like, I'll do it all before my trip, so then I'll be perfect. I'll have my hair ready for my wedding and my trip, bomb. So now I just feel like I have brown hair again, and I feel like the problem is she used an ash blonde, whereas before we were just using gray toners, which fade so fast, but because she used an ash blonde dye, I feel like this is never gonna come out of my fucking hair now, and I'm going to be trapped with this color till I die. So any hair gurus out there have an idea. I'll say, I guess this is kind of like, this is me bitching because I need to bitch. And also a warning to you that if you do bleach your hair, I'm guessing you need to take better care of it than I took of mine. It's not that I did anything wrong to it. I guess it's just that I didn't keep up with the cuts and the colors and the roots because I thought my shadow root looked fine, so I was like, whatever. But because I wasn't getting it cut, also, it, I guess, died on the ends and it just made it more damaged because like, in order to keep your hair healthy, you need to cut it more often. That's obvious, but I know lots of people don't do that. And like when my hair was brunette, I never did that. Someone help me. And like, I want to now add a darker color to my roots just because they look ridiculous, but at the same time, we had bleached those roots and that's gonna be, my silver hair at some point is going to be up there, so I'm concerned that if I go ahead and add a darker color over that, I'm just gonna end up screwing it up. So if there's any hair goddesses out there that wanna give me advice, I'd really appreciate it. And I guess this is a warning to everyone to take better care of your hair. I fucking hate my hair right now. Like, I hate it so much. Like, my problem is it goes like, here's light, here's dark, and then it's light again at the bottom because that's where I had my other color. So like, I'm just like, why? Why? Why is everything? I know that she had to apply the darker color to kind of blend it because it was just like gray and then like the murky color, but I just kind of hate it a lot. And I just feel like instead of doing just a dark gray, she added an ash blonde to it, which just kind of fucked up my hair and made it brown. And like, I didn't pay $200 for brown hair. So there's no moral to this story. It's just me complaining. I hope you enjoyed it. My camera's running out of battery because that's another thing that's happened in my life. Just a shitty life right now. Thank you guys for listening to my rant about my awful hair, and let this be a warning to you to take better care of your hair.